said that happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. Good evening, Venerable Mahasangha, judges, distinguished invitees, friends, and family. Today I'll be talking a little about the Buddha's way to achieve happiness. There are many steps to achieve happiness. Here are the things that you must follow to achieve happiness. There's the Eightfold Path, the Four Sublime States, the 10 Fetters, the 10 Perfections, and meditation. I personally think that when we use the Four Sublime States with the Eightfold Path, we can achieve happiness. But here's the thing. We all want to cultivate and live in the Four Sublime States, but the problem is getting there. The reason we need the Eightfold Path is because we can use this tool to get there. It's simple, really. If we have the right view of the Four Sublime States, loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, mudita, and equanimity, upeksha, then your intentions, speech, action, livelihood, effort, concentration, and mindfulness will be right. But if we don't follow the Four Sublime States, then all those things will be negative or corrupt. The Four Sublime States, metta, mudita, karuna, and upeksha, are very important to being happy. You cannot be these things if you're always angry, mean, and or negative. The reason the Four Sublime States are sublime or excellent is because it is the right or ideal way to treat someone. They're the best attitudes anyone can ever have. They will make any glum person into a shining star of compassion and love. The point I'm trying to get at is that these four excellent attitudes are an essential to happiness. Once we have cultivated the Four Sublime States, we can start letting go of the 10 fetters. Think of being handcuffed to a long, dark fence. Those are what the 10 fetters are, the handcuffs that hold us down so we can't achieve happiness or enlightenment. The 10 fetters are identity view, which means identifying yourself with a name or an object, doubt of the Buddha's teachings, not believing in the Buddha and his teachings, attachment to rites and rituals, overly using rites and rituals such as prayers or incantations, sensual desire, any craving of the senses, ill will, being hostile, jealous, and pushing everyone and everything away, material rebirth lust, the craving to be in the desire realm, immaterial rebirth lust, the craving to be in the immaterial realm, conceit, having an immense amount of pride, restlessness, overexcitement, and ignorance, not knowing the Four Noble Truths and not taking in new ideas. An example of the 10 fetters in a real-life situation is this. Let's say that you want to lose weight, but you're jealous of a coworker, classmate, etc., who's a fit person. Look at the fourth and fifth fetters. The fourth fetter is sensual lust, which is any craving of the senses. That means food too. And the fifth fetter, which is ill will, which means being hostile or jealous. If you let go of both of those, then you will be so happy. That is a way that the 10 fetters can help in a real-life situation. Now, I'm not saying that the Eightfold Path isn't helpful. It is. Think of this as a racetrack. The finish line is happiness, but the 10 fetters are targets where you can get your car fixed and rest, like pit stops. Those are what the 10 fetters are, goals that help you increase your chances of getting to the finish line of happiness. Once you do all of that, you can make yourself even better by cultivating the 10 perfections. These things are very hard to have and to do all the time. But the best things in life are the things you work for, so it is quite rewarding. Today I talked a little about the Buddha's way to achieve happiness. I just want to say that I'm not saying that the Eightfold Path can't help. It can and very well does. I'm just saying that the 10 fetters gives us more definite targets to hit to achieve happiness. Before I go, ask yourself this. Given all these tools, will you be able to achieve happiness and or enlightenment, or will your mind cloud you? Thank you for listening. Happy Vesak and good night.
Thank you, Kaveen, for your lively performance.